Scholastic Book Clubs, it just opens up the world to children. With the leaflets that go home, I think that's really important for the parents because they have a chance to sit down with their children and discuss books. And I think that's part of our home school working agreements, that they're able to sit there. They then will order the books, and of course we get freebies out of those. And it's those freebies that will also help stock our libraries, stock our classrooms, and really enable us to use our resources in other areas because you've helped so well.
You pick up your book club and then you just like look at it and you're like, oh, I've got that book, I really love it. And then you turn the page and then you're just like, oh, my friend's got that book, please can I have it? And
when I get leaflets, literally, my mum will allow me to choose. I don't think I asked my mum because she knows that we love to read. And I think it's just amazing that we get the chance to be able to look through these and order books through our school.
I feel quite like, oh, I really want to read a book, I really want to read this book.
It's very visual for them as well, so they can just sort of have a look. They love sort of picking the ones they've already got, ticking those off, and maybe having a little look at the ones that they want to get.
I quite like this book that's called The What on Earth Wall Book from the Big Bang to the Present.
They're sort of delivered to us by the office, which is great, and then what happens is the children, they know if Mrs. Kennedy's coming in, they'll sort of see them coming in, and they've got their eyes on it already. And so yeah, giving those out at the end of the day, it generates so much interest. They're so keen to get their hands on one.
You just go like ecstatic. You just don't know what to do. You just pick up a book and you're like, no, I'm going to read this one. No, I want this one.
Well, it's really, so you're so joyful you've got your books and you're so happy, and when you get home you really want to read them straight away.
When I read a really good book, I can picture it in my head, but when in the book it describes what they look like, it gets me a completely different picture in my mind, but I always like the picture that I make.
My mum said every time you finish a book, put it in the charity pile. But I think, okay, little book, it's time to go. But I don't really like my books going, because every time I get a book, if I finish it, I always will read it again. If I finish this book, definitely I have to read it 4 times again, definitely.